Good morning, students. Today we shall begin with the probability continuation topics. Already we have studied in the probability definition some basic terms: random experiments, sample space, events, types of events, impossible event, simple event, compound event with an example. Already we have studied. Now we shall continue the next topic in the probability, that is algebra of the events. Algebra of the events. In algebra of events, in a random experiment, let the sample space be denoted by S. Let A, B, C events associated with an experiment whose sample space is S. In the algebra of event, there are different types of the events: complementary event, the event A or B, the event A and B, the event A but not B, mutually exclusive event, exhaustive event, impossible event, and possible event. These are the events studied under algebra of the events. According to first type is complementary event. In Kannada it is called by the name of ಪೂರಕ ಘಟನೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕ ಘಟನೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ. How do you define the complementary event? For every event A, there corresponds the another event A dash. This is called A dash. A dash. For every event A, there corresponds another event A dash called the complementary event to A. It is called the event not A. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಂತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. How do you define? For every event A, there corresponds another event A dash called the complementary event to the A. It is called the event not A. For example, when a coin is tossed thrice, the sample space occurs. Always sample space is denoted by S is equals to H, 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 T, H, T, H, T, H, 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 T, 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 H, T, 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 H, T, T, T. Hence, all these are the sample space of the events. Number of the events occurs when a coin is tossed thrice. From the sample space, let A is the one of the event, HTT, THT, TTH. By observing all these three events, be the event only one head appears. Yes. ಈ ಮೂರು ಘಟನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಮೂರರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ಹೆಡ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದದ. ಇನ್ HTT ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ H ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಇನ್ THT ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ H ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಇನ್ TTH ಈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ H ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. Means let A be the event, the entire this event. From this all the random experiment, the event only one head appears. One head appears. But A dash is the another event except about 3 random experiments. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ 8 ಘಟನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಉಳಿದಂಥವು HHH, HHT, HTH, THH, TTT. These are the experiments which occurs from A dash. Hence, from the set of sample space, eliminate the event A, the remaining is A dash. The remaining 5 experiments are there, then that is called A dash. A dash. Hence A dash is the complementary event, not to A, to the event A. A dash is the complementary event, not to A, to the event A. In this manner, we can define every event A, there corresponds another event A dash, that is called complementary event. That is called complementary event. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪೂರಕ ಘಟನೆ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯಾನಿಸ್ತಾನಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆ ಎ ಸಂಭವಿಸದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಎ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಎಂಬತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಘಟನೆ ಸಂಭವಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಯು ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆ ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಎ ಡ್ಯಾಶವೂ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎ ಘಟನೆ ಸಂಭವಿಸದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಎ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸಂಭವಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅಂತಹ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ವರ್ಜ್ಯ ಘಟನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪೂರಕ ಘಟನೆಗಳು, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಬೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಥಿಯರಿ, ಎ ಒನ್ ಇವೆಂಟು, ಎ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಒನ್ ಇವೆಂಟು, ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಆದಾಗ ಎ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ನಲ್ ಸೆಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, 0 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಇವೇ ಎರಡು ಘಟನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಎ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎ ಡ್ಯಾಶನ್ನು ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸೆಟ್ಟನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಹೆಡ್ಡು ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಎ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಒಂದು ಹೆಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು 2 ಹೆಡ್ಡು 3 ಹೆಡ್ಡು ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇವೆಂಟನ್ನು ನಾನು ಎ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂದೆ. ಎ ಮತ್ತು ಎ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೂಡಿದರೆ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತು 8 ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ 8 ಏನದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಪೂರಕ ಘಟನೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತಿದ್ವಿ? ಪೂರಕ ಘಟನೆ. The next one is the event A or B. The event A or B. How can you define the event A or B? If A and B are any two events associated with random experiment, then we define a new event A or B which occurs when either A or B both occur. Yes, when either A or B both occurs. In ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, when the sets A and B are two events associated with the sample space, then A union B is the event either A or B or both. This event is A union of B is called A or B. A or B. Therefore, A or B equals to A union B. That means here omega, this is called omega. Omega belongs to set A, omega belongs to B, then A union B is called A or B. This is the second type of the algebra of events. Then the third, the event A and B. The event A and B. If A and B are two events, then A intersection B denotes the event A and B. Am I right here? A ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಗಳು ಎರಡು ಘಟನೆಗಳಾಗಿರಲಿ, ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಘಟನೆಗಳ ಛೇದನಗಣ the event A intersection B, then the A intersection B denotes the event A and B. A ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಗಳನ್ನು ಇದು ಗಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ. Thus, A intersection B equals to omega is to omega belongs A. Omega belongs A and omega belongs B. The intersection of these two is known as A and B. A and B. Here, understand A and B. For the example, let A be the event. A be the event that number appearing on top is even. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. A and B ಇವೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲು. Let if the event that the number appearing on top is even number. When a die is cast and the B is the another event, that number is greater than 2. That number is greater than 2. A and B illustration is given by this example. Carefully listen. Let A be the event that the number appearing on the top, that is even number. Means in the set A denotes only even numbers like 2, 4, 6. When a die is cast and the B event is the another one event, the number is greater than 2. Means in a die, how many number of the sample spaces occurs? In a die, total number of sample space S is equals to 6. Then in the second B event, the number is greater than 2. Means 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I right here? But in the event A equals to 2, 4, 6, only number appearing on top is even number 2, 4, 6. The B event defines the number is greater than 2 means 3, 4, 5, 6. Both of these sets A and B intersection is always 4 and 6. 4 and 6. Am I right here? intersection of these two sets A and B, the intersection set will be 4 and 6. Here you can note that even number greater than 2 belongs to A intersection B. A intersection B. Okay? Once again you recall it. Then the next one is, the fourth event is the event A but not B. The event A but not B. If A and B are two events, A and B are two events, then A minus B denotes the event A but not B. A and B are the two events. A ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಗಳು ಎರಡು ಘಟನೆಗಳು. ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಘಟನೆಗಳ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸದ ಘಟನೆ. Then A minus B denotes the event A but not B ಅಂತ. A but not B ಅಂತ ಇದು. Therefore, symbolically, A minus B equals to omega, in which such that omega belongs to A and omega not belongs to B. Hence, A minus B equals to A intersection of B dash. A intersection of B dash is the event but not B. Means A minus B is the event occurs, A intersection B dash is the event A but not B. Let S is the sample space. When throwing a die, the total number of the sample space is given by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In a sample space, S is equals to, these are the events. A equals to 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. Take A equals to. B equals to 1, 3, 5. Am I right here? B equals to 1, 3, 5. Then A minus B is given by, A minus B is the, then A minus B equals to 2 only. Because from the set A, we have selected 2, 3, 5. From set B, 1, 3, 5. Then eliminate 3, 5 from the set A, which gives the A minus B. The remaining element is only 2. Hence, this is A minus B equals to, A minus B is equals to 2. This is the example for event A but not B. The next is mutually exclusive event. Am I right here? Mutually exclusive event. Two events are said to be mutually exclusive event when both cannot happen simultaneously in a single trial. Yes, both cannot happen simultaneously in single trial. That is, occurrence of one event prevents the occurrence of the other event. Such type of events are known as mutually exclusive event. In other words, we can define. For example, let A be the event that the number shown up is odd. For example, you take throwing a die. The sample space is given by S equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let A is the set of set forms odd numbers. B is the set forms even numbers. A is that event that the number shown up is odd. B is the event that the number shown up is even. Yes, am I right here? Here we have taken A equals to 1, 3, 5. B equals to 2, 4, 6. Obviously, the event A and B cannot occur simultaneously. ಎ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಗಳು ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಏಕಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಭವಿಸಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಏಕಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಭವಿಸಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. cannot occur simultaneously. Yes, because a number is either even or odd. Such events A and B are called mutually exclusive event. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶಬ್ದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಸ್ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸ್ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್. A and B are said to be disjoint because A intersection of B gives null set. A belongs to odd numbers set. B is the set belongs to even number set. We can intersect these, we can find the intersection of these two sets is null set. Hence, these two are called mutually exclusive event. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸರಳವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದನ್ನೇ two events A and B are called mutually exclusive event. Two events A and B are called mutually exclusive events if they cannot occur simultaneously. This is one type of the definition. You can define it. In other words, we can say the same definition. In other words, we can define the occurrence of one event excludes the occurrence of the other events. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ 3 ಟೈಪ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, 2 events are said to be mutually exclusive when both cannot happen simultaneously in single trial. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ, 2 events A and B are called mutually exclusive events if they cannot occur simultaneously. In other words, the occurrence of one event excludes the occurrence of the other event. This is called mutually exclusive events. For example, throwing a die, which gives let 2 sets of the events A occur odd numbers, set B occurs the even numbers. A intersection of B gives always null set. Such events are called mutually exclusive event, or another word, disjoint events. Okay, is it clear? If any difficulty, you ask later. Then in Kannada, ಇದನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ವರ್ಜ್ಯ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ವರ್ಜ್ಯ ಘಟನೆಗಳು. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಭವಿಸಲು ಅಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗದ ಘಟನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತಿದ್ದೀವಿ? ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ವರ್ಜ್ಯ ಘಟನೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಏಕಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಭವಿಸಲು ಅಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ವರ್ಜ್ಯ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯ ಸಂಭವ ಇನ್ನೊಂದರ ಸಂಭವವನ್ನು ತಾನಾಗಿಯೇ ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸ್ತದ. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಮೂಲಾಂಶಗಳ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನದ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ವರ್ಜ್ಯ ಘಟನೆಗಳಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಸ್, ಇನ್ನೇ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ exhaustive event. Exhaustive event means all the possible outcomes from this random experiment is called exhaustive event. All possible outcomes from the random experiment, you know very well. At the first, the definition of basic terms random experiment. Yes, all the possible outcomes of random experiment is called the exhaustive event. For example, while throwing a die, the possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because a die has a face. A die has 6 faces. Each face of the die is numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then that is called dice. That is called dice actually. Dice without numbering the face of a square box is called die. But this is the example. All possible outcomes are known to be as the exhaustive event. Okay, shall I proceed with the next one then? Independent event. This is the next type of the event. Independent event. Two or more events are said to be independent when the outcome of one does not affect and is not affected by the other. Such events are called independent event. Two or more events are said to be independent when the outcome of one does not affect and is not affected by the other. That is called independent event. You take an example. A coin is tossed twice. The result of the second throw would in no way be affected by the result of the first throw. ಒಂದು ನಾಣ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮೇಲೆ ಚಿಮ್ಮಿದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ಹೆಡ್ಡೇ ಬರಲಿ ಟೇಲ್ ಬರಲಿ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಏನದ ಇವೆಂಟ್. Then it becomes head or tail. When you throw the second time the same coin, whatever the outcome, it does not affect the first throw of the outcome. Yes, this type of event is known as independent event. Yes, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. Then the last one is dependent event. The dependent events are those in which the occurrence or non-occurrence of one event in any one trial affects the probability of the other event in other trial. Dependent event means dependent events are those in which the occurrence or non-occurrence ದೊರಿಬಹುದು ದೊರಿಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಆಫ್ ಒನ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದು ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗಬಹುದು ಸಿಗಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ದೊರಿಬಹುದು ದೊರಿಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ಟ್ರಯಲ್. ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಎರಡು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಬಟ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಬೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅದರ್ ಟ್ರಯಲ್. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೀರ್ತದೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಬೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಸಂಭವನೀಯತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರ್ತದೆ. Such events are called dependent events. Such events are called the dependent event. Yes, okay. Once again, all of you recall the dependent events in 1 minute. Yes, am I right here? Is it clear? Anybody can give a example for dependent event? Anybody? No idea, I think. Yes, let us see one example I will provide you for dependent event. If a card is drawn from pack of 52 cards, 52 ಎಲೆಗಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಸ್ಪೇಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ನಿಂದ, ಇಸ್ಪೇಟಿನ ಎಲೆಗಳಿಂದ, if the card is not replaced, the result of the second draw depends on the result of the first draw. 52 ಎಲೆಗಳುಳ್ಳ ಇಸ್ಪೇಟ್ ಒಂದು ಬಾಕ್ಸಿನಿಂದ, ಪಟ್ಟಣದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಡನ್ನು, ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊರತೆಗೆದಾಗ ಪುನಃ ಆ ಎಲೆಯನ್ನು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಸದೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಎಲೆಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೊರಗೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರಾ. ಎರಡನೇ ಎಲೆಯು ಮೊದಲೇ ಎಲೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅವಲಂಬಿತ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಎರಡನೇ ಎಲೆಯು ಮೊದಲೇ ಎಲೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಲಂಬಿತ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಅವಲಂಬನೆ ಆಗಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೀಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಅಪ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಡ್ algebra of the events. First one is complementary events, then second one is A or B event, third one is A and B event, fourth one is A but not B event, fifth one is mutually exclusive event, sixth one is exhaustive event, seventh one is independent event, and eighth one is dependent event, with all examples we have studied in this video class. But in the next video class we shall begin with the problems based on the probability, first concept of the basic. So for that purpose, my kind request in all of you students, you be prepared with all definitions, all examples, all synopsis topics which I have covered in earlier class as well as this class. Then in next class we shall solve the problems only, with verbal as non-verbal problems. Goodbye, all the best, thank you. We shall begin in the next class with problems. All of you be perfect with the definitions. Am I right? Okay, goodbye.